Hello, everybody. Hello, Spud. Hello, Sparrow. Sparrow, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I do have to put you in pun jail for 1,000 years. I'm sorry about that. It's just the rules. I'm logging into the server now. I hear there's a bear. I hear there's a bear in the base. All right, I am safely in the blacksmithing area. Run, bear. I'm sorry. I'm safe. Just the two of us. Spud, are you gonna make it on? It would be great to have more help. It's minus 32 degrees, 4th November. Um, I do have some fur clothes, but probably not enough to keep me warm in this. Where is the bear? Okay, I see movement out there. The three does have an exit. There's a couple. Yeah, there's a way outside back here, I think. But where's our weapons? We've got spears somewhere, right? We can deal with this. Also, where are their beds? There is a dead moose here. One of the bears that killed me earlier been hiding. Okay, it looks like the bear is out in the water. Actually, I think 2 moose have been killed, from what I can see here. Where are the spears? We're gonna need to take on this bear. I was hoping there'd be more people online. Also, I need to find... There's beds somewhere, right? Because I need to set my spawn. We have that now. I don't know where the beds are. Next to the new store... Okay, I don't know where the storage area is either. I have not been on for a bit. Oh, there's the bear. There's the bear. There's the bear. The bear has come back from its swim. Look out, Sparrow. It's right. Come on in. Hi. Hello there. The bear. I think the bear is probably just as upset as we are about the bear being here. Why am I moving so fast? Is this normal speed in Vintage Story? It's over there. Spud, if you could maybe inform us as to where the new storage area is, so I can go set my spawn, then I can... And also if you happen to know where our spears are. Crouch, Sparrow, crouch. Its view distance is shorter if you're crouching. Now there's a delay for you to hear me, but... Go to greenhouses and turn right. You mean where the bear is right there? Where the bear is, that's where the storage area is? I guess we're gonna have to go out. I think we're gonna have to go out. I don't think the bear can come. Oh, I don't have a light source either. Bear should be on the wall to the left as usual. I haven't really been on except to test mod stuff. I don't actually know where things usually are at this point. Well, I gotta watch out for. This is not gonna work. I don't have a light source. We gotta watch out for. There's the bear. There's a farm. Thanks for following, Holly. Wall to the left. I don't know which wall you mean. Spud is on, okay, good. Spud knows where things are. I do not know where things are. We do have a bear situation. If you crouch, you can get pretty close without it noticing you, but please do crouch. It's right behind you. Spud the bear. Spud the bear. Oh my god. Okay. That was slightly terrifying. Got our sifting room. How am I doing on temperature? Alright, I'm okay. Going down slowly. Well, I came in a different way than I went out. Fine. The bear was like 4 blocks away from you, Spud. Yeah, harvest these moose. Oh, you're showing the beds. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm running? Oh, the bear has moved a little closer. Don't think I can go past it now. I'm back outside. How did I manage to come in a different place than I went out? Here's where I came in. Oh, you scared me, Sparrow. Okay, so beds are in here. Oh, this is a problem, actually. So we can't go down slopes while shifting. Alright. Down here, we got a little underground area. Very nice. A little bit tight. Alright, so I need to set my spawn. We have spawn setting now. Thank you very much. Don't actually have to sleep, you just have to lie in the bed. And now if I die, I'll respawn here, which is good. Aged canopy bed. Is this usable? No, it's just decorative. Okay. If you right-click on the bed, Sparrow, does it say... Oh, this is still too much fish. Were you trying to hide this from me? A little bit of crops. Yeah, it's very cramped in here. We need to dig out some more. Got a temporal gear up here. Okay, I thought maybe this would lead up to some ramparts or something, but apparently not. So where are the spears? I'm willing to fight a bear. But I do need weapons. I need spears. I've fought bears before. Oh, there, Elder Road. Fishpocalypse. We tried to change the settings on the primitive survival fishing, that it's not so overpowered, but it does not appear to have worked. We're far enough away from the bear now. Probably not gonna catch its attention. Is that you, Spud? Oh, okay. Your name goes away when you're crouching. Okay. Oh, what happened to the sticks? What happened? Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Something in the Oh gosh. Something in the Place Everything mod appears to have broken during the update. Uh-oh. We can no longer pile sticks, it seems. So something is not compatible with the latest snapshot. So we have, I can't hold anything. I need storage immediately for the sticks. Okay, the bones can go in here. Oh my god. Oh no, wooden ladders are in here. Do we have more crates? The bear's still asleep. Get these ones are full of stone. Yeah, you can. I would join you, but literally my entire inventory is full of bones and sticks right now. And we have to deal with this actually, because we're gonna need these sticks. Oh, we've got... okay. You gotta love these unstable game versions, don't you? Then we need... I'm just gonna start making... bear hit. Oh, come on, man! You can't do that while we're... we need the sticks to be in a container of some... Okay, bear down. Thank you. Please don't... don't attack the bear and lead it over to us, my god. I'm getting cold now. Could someone start a fire, please? Can we not make a large crate? Yeah, here we go. That's the recipe I was doing. Large planks, large planks. Why is this not working? So we just updated to release candidate 6. And I think a lot of stuff is broken. Is I think what's going on right now. That wasn't broken before, and now I'm regretting the fact that we updated. Yeah, don't get in the water. Oh my god, don't get in the water. We have a mod that makes that very, very dangerous. I am going to freeze to death. We can't make... We may have to downgrade the server, folks. Just gonna warm up here. There's a fire in here if anyone else is freezing like me. Bear had literally nothing. It could just be lag, I guess. I don't know, something is really, really broken. Wait for this to get up as high as possible. So this was all working pretty well. And then we had a complaint that somebody crashed while they were looking through the handbook at a recipe. And then a new release candidate just was released like a few hours ago, I think, which fixed the handbook crashes. So we were like, all right, I'll quickly update it. And now so many more things appear to be broken. And yeah, there's still too many fish, and I don't know why. Maybe the config file just isn't working. So many of the crashes are from mods? Well, the crash we had earlier was from the vanilla. This is a release candidate for 1.19. This is not a stable version of the game. So crashes happen a lot. That's just kind of how it goes. And there was a crash in RC5, release candidate 5, which is what we were using. Sparrow, go in the... If you're cold, go in the... Hey, Rufty. So the crash was not caused by... a mod. It was caused by a bug in the base game. I already found the fish, Rufty. But we have a mod which allows us to stack up the sticks into nice little piles, and it appears to have broken in this new release candidate, and I don't know why. And we have all these freaking sticks and nowhere to put them, and now apparently the recipe for crates is also broken. So I can't make a crate to put the sticks in. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take... This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna spawn in a couple of these. That should be the number that it would take. There we go. Now we have crates. What? Stuff is invisible. I was like, I shouldn't really update the server right after the release candidate comes out. Alright, start moving all the... Can't even pick this stuff up. Oh my god, it's so broken. Oh my god. Do we have spare clothes? So I've got, some of the vanilla furs. It's clearly not enough, and actually I need, to repair my starter clothes. The ones that I made were... The fur ones that I made are okay, but my starter clothes are basically completely useless. Sorry, I'm all flustered now, because I was like... actually, what I need is the sewing kits. To repair my starter clothes. So actually, Spud, if you want to make some of the, yeah, beta really, yeah, not even beta, release candidate. Clearly, I need like a lot of sewing kits, or I could just make the fur strips myself that I modded in, but then they won't be as efficient. And I think we still have a limited number of pelts, yeah. Is that all the pelts we have left? Okay, we got 17 strips. Ooh, this is one of the modded ones. I'm gonna grab this if no one else is using it. Yes. So these are ones that we modded in. Spud did the clothes. Shout out to Spud for all of their help with all of the, some fat. I'm just gonna throw that. The bear has been taken care of. That in there, because we have a lot of uses for... But I think if I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sewing kits... Well, actually, this is not gonna do much, but... If If I get like 4 sewing kits, I might be able to get enough warmth to, A bear dead. Ugh. Goodness gracious. I knew that there was a bear. I knew there was going to be a bit of chaos at the start. Oh god. Jump scared by my own arms. I knew there was going to be a bit of chaos at the start, and I thought that was going to be very funny. I wasn't expecting basic vanilla recipes to suddenly not work. I wonder if Tyrone is aware of that yet. How long ago was it? Oh, it was yesterday that this release candidate came out, apparently, not today. 3 sewing kits made so far. I'm in need of fixing. I already have the new clothes. But I need to repair my hood, poncho, shirt, and leggings. I think if I manage to repair all those up, I actually will be fine in these temperatures. I won't be getting cold. But I'm a little bit worried about the fact that that mod is broken now. Stone still piles fine. I have 4 things to repair. So I have the first stuff is in good condition, but we also need to repair all of our starter gear. Because the first stuff on its own is not going to be enough to keep us warm. We need to also repair the things that we started with, so that's why we need sewing kits as well. Not sure what to do about that. I don't know why that mod would be broken. It seems like a lot of stuff is suddenly broken. Also, why do we have a hole in the roof here? We've got the Aurora, which is nice. Oh, thank you so much, Spud. Alright, 2, 2, 1. So for one of those with my leggings and one with my shirt. Oh, that gives me another 4 degrees. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it looks like there's plenty of those pelt strips. Think the bears are spawning? Oh, yeah. Surely the bears could spawn. I mean, the bears could be spawning out on our little path over there. Or they could be spawning outside and just swimming around our walls in the water. But anywhere that's not lit up. Actually, yeah, I think light will prevent bears from spawning. But we have tons of unlit space out here. There's plenty of places. Why do we still have so many fish? Set the primitive survival config file so that we should run out of fish. I feel like I need to nerf it even harder. I believe Asturial is in our... Oh, look at this. Lectern. What's this? Asturial is in our Nefrenka statue. Couldn't be here today. Is here in spirit. Oh, we have so many polar bears. We have mostly polar bears, actually. It's not reaching 100. I feel like it's not just that it's not reaching 100. I think it's either not depleting enough with each catch, or it's replenishing too fast. So we don't have to worry about food at all. We do need to start over at some point with the new values for everything. But yeah, people in Discord were saying, where are the bears possibly spawning? I see tons of space here where bears could be spawning. And other animals. So that'll be in... And they can also just swim around the walls. So they could be spawning right outside. Yeah, once we... Well, the thing is... It'd be easier to test the fishing tweaks on a new world. Because then we can see how quickly it depletes when we're not constantly changing things, you know what I mean? Everything else is ready, as far as the tweaks that I've made. So I've modded in And the roof is unlit. Okay, we could be spawning up there too. So for those of you who are not on the server, me and Spud have been working together. Spud has done the most difficult parts. I would say I did more of the mod than Spud did, but Spud did the harder parts that I couldn't possibly do. So without them, we would not have this mod. So yay, Spud! We have like a emote, like a cheer. Yay! Hold on, let me do that again. Oh my god, I don't know how to use a keyboard anymore. Huzzah for Spud! Oh my god, I don't know how to do anything here. So what we have added to the game is, for anyone who is not already familiar, kindling, which I'm quite proud of the texture for this. I probably, the thing I'm most proud of, out of all the little modding tweaks that I've ever done, is figuring out how to manipulate the vanilla models and textures so that you can recolor textures without having to make your own assets. So this is a little bundle of sticks, kindling. There you go, you get a better look at that. Very proud of that. So kindling can be used to start fire pits and for making pit kilns. And in fact, you have to use it for pit kilns because there's a thing in the code where you can only set one material. Yesterday, I modded in these pelt strips. Very proud of this too. Which can be used to make sewing kits for repairs. These 4 recipes here can only be made by... These can be used to repair your clothes directly. Actually, I haven't tested that. Let me test that. Don't think it gives you an overlay, so I'll have to waste a strip. Forgive me, friends. But I do want to make sure this works. It should give... I think I set it for 10% repair. It does work. Okay. Did not give very much. I'm sorry, that was a bit of a waste, but I did forget to test that. So anybody can make the strips out of pelts. So you do have to cure the hides with fat into pelts, and then you use a stone to scrape off the fur, and I had to make the recipe distinct from the fur clothes. And I'll give you different amounts of these pelt strips. Then a tailor can use them to make these modded versions of fur clothes, which give you... They use more materials than the vanilla ones, but they give you a little bit of extra warmth. And also cordage from Primitive Survival, because we don't have a good source of the other things that cordage can be made of, and that's used for trussing meat for smoking, and for making snares and fish baskets and monkey bridges, but we don't really need those. And then the last thing that I added, again, the lang file for naming has to be client-side, we figured out. So because I keep tweaking this and I don't want to make everybody re-download the mod over and over again, just leaving the item names broken, but they'll be fixed when we're finally done with this. So the wicks can be made, you need shears so that we could gate this behind metalworking, because otherwise it's too easy to make candles. Candles in vanilla usually take time. You have to find bees, and then you have to get the skep, and you have to swarm, and then you have to swarm them into more skeps, and then you can get enough wax to make a candle. And we're not going to find bees in the Arctic, obviously. But I wanted to make a way to make candles that, there you go, uses fat and wick. People were requesting this, which was a reasonable thing. So to make sure that you can't do it right off the bat, you have to make candle wicks, and you can't just use regular string. And you need shears to make the candle wicks. I know that's not realistic, but that's just how we could make the progression work. You have to have an anvil to make the shears, and then you can snip the twine into wicks. You get 2 of them, and then you can make candles from 4 fat and a wick. I think that's all we added, and we also boosted the fat drop rates for all the Arctic animals. I think that's everything. Spud, am I forgetting anything? So basically, we're making it more interesting and more survivable in the Arctic. Oh, and by the way, the kindling, again, in case anyone missed this last time, is made just with an axe and sticks. Or you could also make it out of dry grass with a knife. Because you do need kindling now for pit kilns, because it won't accept 2 possible ingredients for the straw part. I did change the brown bear drops a little bit. I didn't boost it too much, but I boosted it a little bit. Just the fat. And I also set it up so that we also should have a guaranteed fat drop from foxes and hares. Although I think the male hares have a chance of not dropping one. Because I thought it was more realistic that the females would have more fat on them. I don't know. I don't remember my full thought process while I was working that out, but... Okay. And yes, we can make a smoker. I actually was going to make a smoker, but we didn't have the cordage to truss the meat. Alright, so the fire's out. And cold. I think my body temperature is stable with this setup. Yes, I did show the temple. I didn't really... Actually, some of this is new. We've got new statues. These statues can be caught in the fish trap sometimes. Oh, who did the chiseling on the back? That's lovely. That's very lovely. And I don't know what the deal is with this temporal lectern. Primitive Survival has some weird stuff that I've never looked into, because I've never used Primitive Survival before. Oh, you did the chiseling. That's lovely. Nice job. Is there a way to make a like board in the game of a to-do list? We can make signs. If that's what you want. Assuming the recipe works. I believe it's 2 planks and a stick. Yes. Place boards, and then you need charcoal to write on them. Hello. You can change the text. Who was it that wanted? Who was it that wanted to make a to-do list? Ollie. Where are you, Holly? Over there. Thanks for following, Braga GD. There's Holly. How are you in the... Hi. How you doing? Holly, I put a sign out there, but I was gonna give you this, but I think your inventory is probably gonna be taken up with... I'll leave you to alone. But yeah, signs are easy to make. You do need charcoal or chalk to write on them. Actually, I think we have chalk, don't we? Oh no, we don't. We have limestone. I swear I remember there being chalk. That might have been on the previous attempt. So 2 weeks ago, I did a stream. I had a public Arctic challenge. There were some of these mods, but not all the tweaks that we've made since then. And this is now attempt 2. This is their second server. This has been running for a while now. Okay, my body temperature is going down slightly, but I think if I got one more repair, I would be okay in the cold. And I can certainly last a while right now. There's 30. Yeah, we've got so much of... We really don't need all of these these fishing things, and they are probably serving as a spawning platform for critters. Does it get... It must get... I guess it doesn't really get light at all now, huh? Because it's almost noon. That does make hunting a little bit harder, too. Is there a way onto the roof? Just walk up over here. So we just walk up over here. Yep. Alright, I can see now. We could also set up some, deadfall traps for areas with foxes and hares nearby. Bear in the base might have actually been a good hunting method. I don't know that I would agree with that. But yeah, they're probably spawning up here and just walking down. The roof is not spawn proof. Have deadfall traps, okay, cool. I mean, we don't need meat, we don't need food now, because fishing is still mysteriously overpowered. just looking out to see if I spot any movement. See anything. Oh, goodness gracious. Hi, Spud. Yeah, we need pelts. We need fat. We have quite a few hides, I think, but we don't have the fat to cure them. And also, we need fat to make candles, right? Winter in the world. It's, yeah, it's November, and we are very, very far into the Arctic. Be good to go hunt some bears or something, but I don't... Probably only got a few hours where it's this light out, and then it's gonna be really dark again. Ooh, okay, I'm finally getting cold. There's so many holes. But yeah, I mean, we're not gonna have trouble surviving the winter, you know what I mean? Like, we could... we could hunker down and just, like, chill. Got enough food, more than enough food to last a long time. Thought there was a... I thought there was a torch over here. This one. What happens to the panning pond? Did you drop a sand or a gravel right at the edge and it fell in the water? We have a bucket now, right? We've got all the stuff. There we go. Warming himself back up. We've all done it. We've all put a sand or a gravel right at the edge. What is the deal with the glass here? I feel like there's a lot of started but not quite completed tasks around here. Time is not passing that quickly. And also, the idea is not about time, the idea is that every time you catch a fish, it's supposed to reduce the chance of catching fish until we get all the way down to 0 and fish are gone. And then it's supposed to take a long time for it to come back. Clearly that is not happening. It passed quickly just for a couple of days. We fixed that pretty quickly, and that is definitely not what's going on with the fish. So, again, for the viewers at home, and the ones who watch later on YouTube, which is way, way more than watch live. Hi, Hexedian. So, we're... In order to make this a proper challenge, so primitive survival fishing is extremely overpowered, and the mod developer themselves also agreed that, yeah, it's designed for a really harsh survival challenge where your hunger rate is really high and stuff. Our hunger rate is really low. We don't get hungry very fast. And I want this to be a difficult challenge, so it should be difficult to get enough food, right? And what was happening was, my lovely players figured out that you can just set up something like this and have basically infinite fish, and you never have to do anything. They occasionally escape, but more will just come in, and they would just throw the eggs and some of the smaller fish back, and it would just infinitely replenish. And that wasn't a challenge, and I was grumpy. So I looked into the primitive survival configuration file, which is very detailed, and lets you change a lot of things. And we've been debating over what values to set. So we set it so that, first of all, throwing things back in the water no longer works. It does not replenish anything. It doesn't help. The only way to replenish an area is to wait, and that happens very slowly. Also, increase the amount of time it takes for the weir traps to catch fish, so you have to wait a lot longer, and increase the escape rate. So you have to keep an eye on them, or they'll come in and then they'll escape, and you'll miss them. And the idea was, you can go to an area and set it up like this, but after you've caught a certain number of fish, it's going to be 100% fished out, and you're just not going to be able to get any more. So you either have to start actively hunting or getting another food source, or you have to move your traps to somewhere else. But what has been happening is we changed all the setup, and this area should be fished out. There should be no more fish. And we're still getting fish, and we're not even having to wait very long. And the amount of fish that we currently have... Also, this clusterfuck... Why is this set down into the ground like this? It's cool that we have a little underground area, but I think we need to make it bigger, because this is very, very cramped. But yeah, here we have a little cellar. This is how many fish are in there now. This is too much. We should not be getting this amount of fish without having to move the traps regularly. So something in the config file either isn't working, or we've misunderstood how it works, or something. Yeah, I'm sure the underground will be fleshed out and everything. Every time I go down there, I go, it's so small. Oh yeah, to stop the ceiling for, I think if you use like cobblestone and stuff, you don't need to worry. It's only when you're mining like the natural blocks can collapse now. We do have cave-ins now. And also you can brace the roof with, they showed it in the trailer for 119. You make the beams, and you can brace the ceiling with beams, and then it won't fall. It's chunk-based, so corner traps may catch... Yeah, this isn't corner traps. This is all of the traps are regularly catching a lot of fish. So it's definitely not an issue. And we know where the chunk borders are. I can even... Of course, we can't see them. I gotta ask Tyrone to make those glow or something, because they're really hard to see. But there's a chunk border, and that's the only chunk border here. So, the next one is far this way. In this hut, I think. So yeah, it's not about the borders, it's either the config file isn't working, or we've done it wrong somehow. Oh, thanks for the bits. Oh, nice, eh? 4 weirs and 4 baskets at the corner of 4 chunks, and that's enough. See, that's the thing. We don't want it to be enough. I don't want it to be easy to get this much food. This is supposed to be a genuine survival challenge. I didn't want to increase the hunger rate, because at the very start of this challenge, we've got the ice cold mod on, so when you get cold, you get way too cold. Oh, bye, Rufty. Thanks for playing. For hanging out. Enjoy your D&D. It's too easy to starve right at the start. So I don't want it to be just difficult to get food at the start. I want it to be difficult. I want it to take effort all the time, basically. And right now it's not difficult enough. It's still way too easy. I think I'm gonna increase the time for weir traps to check. Like I think Spud, if you're listening, because you're my code person, you understand numbers. I'm not good at numbers. I'm allergic. I have this allergy. What I'm thinking is, we'll just change the config file to something really extreme. Like, only check the traps every 20 minutes. And, like, a 1% chance of catching anything regardless of circumstances. And then see what happens. And if we're still catching fish more often than once every 20 minutes or whatever, then the config file isn't working, right? And obviously, if you coders want to make a listening mod that actually... you got a fox? That actually... watches the primitive survival and sees what it does, go for it. I'll put it on the server. I trust you folks to manage that. I don't know how any of it works. Appreciate all of your help. Unsuccessful. Yay! Congrats! I am concerned about the fact that we can't stack the sticks, though. It's only placing them down in the corners, which... Yay! Good job, Holly. Yeah, that's a problem. So... Congratulations, Holly. You look a little chilly. You're a little frosty. Yeah, I bet it did get cold. But we've got plenty of fuel, I think. And even if we ran out of fuel, there's a lignite mine right here. These are my 2 bear deaths, both from brown bears. I've noticed that the polar bears give up a lot easier. I've not died to a polar bear, because if you just run away, the polar bear will give up really fast. Whereas, the brown bears do not give up for anything. Brown bear will chase you forever. Yum, yum, yum. So much fish stew. We have too much food. Good lord. Yeah, the polar bears are less aggressive, interestingly enough. So, you're only death to a polar bear? Well, perhaps they're not dangerous. Alright, so things that need sorting. I know I'm not really doing much of anything. I just kind of wanted to see how things were, how survival is. Clearly, it's still way too easy to get food. I don't want to remove the primitive survival stuff. I like the idea that we can get fish, but I do not want fishing to be this easy under any circumstances. So, and I mean, if I want to make food a challenge without fixing primitive survival stuff, I could do that by just increasing the hunger rate. But then everybody's gonna have to be carrying around tons of food all the time, and it's just gonna be a lot of hassle. So, I would rather your hunger doesn't go down that fast, but it's hard to get food. I think that's a more fun challenge than it's easy to get food, but your hunger goes down really fast. You know what I mean? Put these sticks back. Yeah, challenge, not a hassle. Exactly. It shouldn't be ruining the fun. Advantage of living there, no food spoilage. You'd actually be surprised, during the summer it gets above freezing here. Perhaps you could have fish traps require no other fish traps nearby. That is a good idea, however, I think it would be difficult to make. Yeah, I think the hunger rate could be a bit higher. I think the hunger rate is too low right now. That's it. Nope. Air hunger speed. There we go. Oh gosh, it's only at 35%. So yeah. This won't take effect until the next restart, especially since we have so much food. I'm gonna bump that up to 0.5. That won't take effect until the restart, so. Yeah, backpacks would be handy. We do have leather now, right? I don't know how much leather we have. I know somebody was making leather. There's 25 in here. 5 scraped hides. Yeah, we have. That's the whole thing, Hex. Was that I wanted the challenge that I'm aiming for, and that we're still struggling to make work, is we want hunger to be a challenge, not because you get hungry really fast, but because it's hard to get food. We want getting food to be hard. So the easiest way to make hunger a challenge is to just set your hunger rate really high. Triple the hunger speed, and then you have to be constantly eating, but that's not fun. It's a huge hassle. So it's much more fun if your hunger doesn't go down very fast, but when it does go down, it's hard to find the food. That's more interesting, I think. And also, yeah, we have the ice cold mod on, which if you're not familiar with, great mod. Great mod made by somebody who thought being cold was too easy. So if you get wet with this mod installed, and it's below freezing, your body temperature rockets down really, really fast. Matter of fact, I can show it. Let me run back to the fire. So if I open this up here, make sure I can get out. So you don't get wet. Oh, even if you're just standing down there, you start taking damage immediately as soon as you get wet. I think your body temperature also goes down quicker. Mine's probably not going down that fast because of all the clothes I'm wearing, but What if we made it so the food is less nutritious? That would take so much more modding, actually. Because we would have to edit each individual food item. Including all the fish in primitive survival. So all the modded items would have to be patched, all the vanilla items would have to be patched. It's not impossible, but it would be a huge hassle. Make fish meat give 1 nutrition. Yeah, that's the thing, is like we would have to manually patch every single food item. There's not like a nutrition variable for the world that I can just change. We don't need a hut for smoking, actually. It's just a smoker. Which, actually, we can make right now. Really easily. Assuming the recipe works. 6, 7, 8 boards. I'll make the first one. And 3 cobble. Do we have any cobblestone? Ew. Crap, what was it? Ah, yes. There we go. Smoker recipe works. There we go, we got a smoker. But we need to truss the meat first with cordage, which is why I added a cordage recipe from the fur strips, or the pelt strips. Variable to increase, decrease nutrition by a percentage. Yeah, it would be useful. Could suggest it. I am going to need to heal here. Oh, I will over time, won't I? Will I? Not possible to just make our overall food bar bigger and the rate that it drops faster to compensate. I mean, that's basically what we're doing by reducing the hunger rate. But that, like, I could increase the hunger rate, but then that would require carrying more food around. Having a bigger bar that drops faster is no different than having a smaller bar that drops slower. Well, if I'm making sense. I'm frustrated by the primitive survival thing. The fact that it doesn't seem to be working. I don't know. I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna sit down here. And on the other monitor, I'm gonna open up. I won't be able to see the chat for a minute, folks. So I'm just gonna look at the config file as we have it on the server now. On monitor 2, we need to eat more food to fill the bar. In any case, I don't think it's easy to do that. And in any case, it's still, there's still just too much food. Like it's not just like there's a little bit too much food, it's way too much food. Like, food is not a challenge the moment you have enough sticks to make a weird trap, and that's not good. Right now we've got weird trap catch percent at 3 and escape percent at 15. Weird trap update minutes at 2.6. Okay, I'm going to increase that to 5. This is not going to take effect until I restart the server anyway. Now, you know what? I'm going to increase it to 20. After the stream is over, I'll restart the server. And somebody remind me. I'm going to make the changes now. Somebody remind me that I need to check this after the stream is over. And then... Just throwing snowballs. I can see you. Ow! Depletion rate... Okay, the depletion rate is too low. That's what it is. The depletion rate is only 2. We need to set that much higher. So that means that every time we catch a fish, it's only reducing the amount of fish by 2%. I want that to be much higher. I'm going to set that to 10. Which means you should only be able to catch 10 fish in a chunk. And the repletion rate 4, I'm going to change it to 1, because that's still too fast. Depletion rate 900. It was a 2, yeah. That's what I copied from whatever you had in the Discord. So that'll probably be the reason. Save and close. Alright, so I've made those changes. In order to actually register those changes, I'll have to restart the server. I could restart the server real quick. Let's do 10 to test, but 5 after sun. Alright, let me check what I set it to, because I don't remember numbers very well. So right now, depletion rate 10. We need a target. You can chisel one. And max depletion percent 100, and repletion rate from eggs is 0. So, okay. Actually, how do people feel about jumping off? It would only take about a minute to restart the server. Although I would need to wait for it to save. That's going to happen in 3 minutes. Alright. Everybody off for a sec. I know you're all listening, but there's a delay. I don't know if everyone's going to hear. I'm going to restart. In 3 minutes. Do that for now. So before I actually restart, is there anybody still online? Sparrow's still online. I need to wait for the off-thread save to happen so that we don't lose any progress. Okay, thank you, Sparrow. Again, I can't see the chat right now. Alright, so I'm gonna disconnect for a sec. Nobody go online. And now I'm just watching the console and waiting waiting for the off-thread save message so that we know we don't lose anything, don't have any desync issues. And then I will restart the server. It should not take more than a minute or so when that happens. The last save was 3 minutes ago. It's okay. Probably a couple minutes. Please don't go on the server for a couple minutes. I'm just gonna move my OBS over to the screen 1 while I watch and wait for that to happen. It's okay. So things to suggest to Tyrone. One, although actually I think this is the issue with Acliz with their console not working with the Net 7 versions. I need to talk to them about that. Yeah, they always have really lovely backgrounds for the chunk border glowing. Somebody's gonna have to write this down. I'm not gonna remember. My ADHD meds wore off like 2 hours ago. So come on, you, hurry up and save. Yeah, chunk border glowing or something like that would be useful because black is not visible against the night sky, as it turns out. And I'm gonna, after the stream, I'm actually gonna message him to ask about. So yeah, I was working towards this and never got there. We haven't had an official Vintage Story event in a while because I haven't had the time, and I got sick and injured and my life exploded, and so there was an official Vintage Story event in progress that me and one of the builders were working on, and it was more complicated and difficult than expected, and we kind of haven't looked at that in months at this point. Hopefully we will still finish that because we put a lot of effort into it. It would be a shame for it to go to waste. It was going to be like a parkour race. Turns out building a parkour map is difficult. More difficult in this game than it would be in something like Minecraft because the movement is so different. But in the meantime, since we're having so much... Oh, there we go. Off-thread save gun. Okay. Up and... Start. Server is restarting now. In the meantime, we had so much fun with this Frozen challenge, and we put so much effort into modding it to make it, like, actually work as a challenge. That I want to ask him if he wants to make this an official event, because we're still having issues with it. Maybe just house rule it between certain mods. What do you mean exactly? Also, welcome, PVT Bones. First time chat, look at that. Alright, server's back up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get in, get in, get in. You mean the fishing? Yeah, so right now we're just testing this, basically. This is a test server. Was I first? Holly got in first. But the idea is to make this a public challenge and make it like an official event. So, we'll have to have it actually coded in the game. We can't just say like, okay, nobody set traps during winter or whatever. You beat me. Or at least you started logging in before I did. Alright, so let's take all the fish out of the traps. So the way I set it now, these should not update. They should only update in 20-minute intervals. And then they should... Oh gosh, I can't see! Light. Stealing this. So let's harvest all the fish, and if we see another fish... Well, we don't know when the next one will be. I guess it's from the server start, right? So it should be 20 minutes before we see any more fish, right? You even took the lines down, because, like, what's even the point at this point? There's so many freaking fish. Starts a servitor. Okay. I'll go ahead and toss this back. And that. Shouldn't do anything. But we don't need them. Alright, bud. You. This item right here is the whole reason we're doing this challenge. This is the whole start of this, is they they added snowballs to the game. So obviously, I got your back, Spud. Oh, I'm not snowballs. How many do you have? I was like, oh, we should do something in the Arctic. We got snowballs now, and now look where we are. We've made a whole new mod. Right in the face. Yes, my aim is getting better. Ah! Can't catch me. Can't catch what you can't see. Oh, look at that. Shooting from hiding. Nom nom nom. Gotta recover all the health from the damage I took in the water. Oi! I'm checking the fish. I need a light again. Ganging up on me. Oops. We really need lights out here. And yet, which is good. Correct. Like a paintball zone? Yes. Yes, you should. Snowball zone. Light does indeed require fat. I need to go hunting. Which I'm willing to do, but I don't see anything out there to hunt. And I need a light source as well. Oh boy. Tyrone! The tools are still leaning against thin air. Brass? Why do I have a bone? Oh. Thank you. I don't think I need the bone. Yeah, we need to find stuff to hunt. I see. Well, it's in a crate now. I kept going up on the roof looking to see if there's any animals nearby, but... I mean, it's the middle of the night now, so we're not going to be able to see much. Polar bears, notoriously very difficult to see out there. And we don't have very many players on right now. More players online equals more mob spawns. Probably have to go out in the middle of the day when it's as light as possible. I can't see nothing. That didn't change anything. Oh god, I can't imagine how hard it is to see on the stream. He's off. Yeah, I don't think there's much more I can do. Only one area had any luck lately. I feel like I've seen bears mostly out in this region. We also have to watch out for the water now. It's just one of Asturial's bridges right here. This way. stone up here for some reason. What is this? Spud, you made the bridge. I apologize. I see a bridge or a road and I immediately assume it must be Asturiel. I apologize for my mistake. We need proper ways up and down. Yes, Sparrow, come on back in. Glaciers are always a good bet for bears. Yeah, it's really cold up there. I don't think any amount of clothing is going to keep us warm up on the glacier. There are stairs? Oh, look at that! Well, they're not marked. How am I supposed to know, huh? That. Welcome back, Sparrow. We do love the Aurora. Tell you what, oh, I'm getting cold. Back down I go. Go to the fire. The fire going still good. Good, good, good. Glad we warm up nice and quick. Fire is our savior. Fire in Food Hut 2. I think it doesn't actually matter where you are. Once you're next to a fire, I think it increases at a pretty steady rate. But you will stay warm for longer if you're inside, for sure. I might actually make myself useful. Might go over to the mine and get some more lignite. Looks like we don't have a bridge over there yet. Oops. Those drum makes it go up much faster, really. Interesting. I did not realize. Sparrow! Well, there's an area with lignite, which we could use more of. Once I get up, all right. Let's test this. Okay, but the fire has to be lit. There we go. I'm not sure if it is going up any faster, actually. I think it's taking about the same amount of time. Might be slightly faster. In any case, it's fine. What's going on? Ah. Panning Pond hurt you? Oh, is it too cold? Might need a campfire in there. Don't put the sand along the edge, Spud. Oh no. You might not have enough cold protection if you don't have enough clothes. Alright, middle of the night. Do we have picks? Okay, we do. I think I'm gonna make a run and just try to mine up a bunch of lignite. I'm gonna need some blocks to bridge over. I don't have to get in the water. That'll be enough. Alright. I gotta keep an eye on the map so we can see where the water is so I don't fall through. I'm gonna go get lignite, everybody. Here. I'll be back. Trying to make myself useful, bring more fuel. Smoking requires cordage, yes, which is why I added a recipe for cordage using the strips. Because before we had to use plants. We don't have much of. You can use cordage. Does not have to be twine. Keeping one eye on the map here. You must be patient, Spud. Says the least patient person in the world. Yay! Of course, we don't actually need to smoke things now because we have so much food. Okay. I don't know where the land actually ends here, so... Another thing I need to say to Mr. Tyrone. You should slide off of the ice. Oh no! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If I start freezing to death... I'm okay. I just, may have triggered a small avalanche. Just a small avalanche. Not a big one. Just a little avalanche. Miniature avalanche. Yeah. Okay. Oh gosh. Can't see. It's too dusty. I hope there's no drifters down here. I did not bring a weapon. Hey, there it is. Okay. Safe. Tired of Squigget implementing this lighting. Very funny. Very funny. Yeah, currently in the game you slide across ice, but you stop at the edge of the ice. So if you reach the edge of the ice, you will not fall off. You can't fall off without pressing forward again to move. So what I was trying to say is, I think Tyrone should change it so that you keep sliding after you reach the edge of the block. Like, once you're off the block, you should stop sliding. But it should be possible, for example, to slide off of an edge. Uh-oh. Spud. You disappeared. Did you crash? Are you so angry at the idea of sliding off the ice that you just couldn't stand being here anymore? Don't want to fall anymore? It's too easy, though. Right now, you literally can't, like, ice is not dangerous. I mean, with the mod, it's dangerous to fall through it. But generally speaking, you can't slide off of ice, so, like, the fact that you slip and slide is... definitely player action to save yourself from falling off the block. Sure, if you can actively stop yourself from sliding. Absolutely. Completely agree with that. But if you're actively, like, moving forward and sliding and you don't do anything to stop yourself, you should fall off. Anakin jumped because it didn't know. Oh no! Yeah, no, you can't slide off of ice. Off of a cliff in vanilla. So, now you know. Now you know. What's the temperature like in here, by the way? It still says minus 35. Yeah, my body temperature is going down. Slowly. Oh, maybe somebody check the fish traps and see if there's any fish in there, in the weird traps. See if our configuration is working. I'll be back soon. Pockets full of coal, full of lignite. Good thing about lignite is it spawns in large seams. So once you find a bit, usually set for a long time. It's good because we don't exactly have a ton of trees we can turn into charcoal. Get the little sparks. Get the sparks while you're mining, folks. Appreciate this. Did you do to end up on the naughty list? This is lignite. It's different. Different kind of coal. No fish so far. Good. No fish for you. No fish for any of you. At least hopefully that indicates that it is working. There's so much fish already. Nobody is in danger of starving at this point. Alright, I should probably head back. Gratitude. Oh, what's going on? Sparrow, just subscribed on Twitch. Why, thanks. Woo. Too much fish. That's the slogan of this server. Too much fish. The master says no more fish. You've had enough fish. No more fish for you. Get that aurora. It's the only thing we have to look at because it's so dark. Be very careful looking at the map to avoid stepping on that lake ice so I don't fall through. Then I would maybe die? I might die. I do think that the rate of falling through the ice is a little bit too high right now. Oh, actually, I believe the mod author said that if the temperature is below minus 20, you won't fall through. Because the ice is firm enough. Somebody's gonna have to test that, and I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Gold? Oh, from panning? Yeah, occasionally you will get a little gold from panning. This is nice. Somebody got a fire going for me? Traps weren't baited. You can't bait the weird traps. I need, some warmth. There we go. Hi. Look at that, I defrosted real quick. Fall? Oh, the deadfall. Yeah, no, those have to be baited. That's right. If you don't bait them, you're not likely to get anything. Gotten a lot of Cthulhu stuff so far. There's a little bit. Mainly, let me just warm up a bit here. Oops. Don't step in the fire. Don't step in the fire. That was just a demonstration to all of you. Don't step in the fire. That's what happens. Oof. Fire is tempting. Flames. Stare into the flames. Unfortunately, the bonfire mod doesn't work on 1.19, or at least it didn't when I was setting this up. Hex, I can show you now. I'm warmed up. This is our shrine, and this is the only stuff we've gotten, I believe. Got 3 of these statues, and this temporal lectern. I've never used primitive survival before this, and for this I've only used it for the fishing stuff. So I know that there's weird stuff in there, but I have not used any of it. So I'm not familiar. Alright, I think I'm warm enough. Got our snow. Put the ice back. Got a bunch of chert gravel. Shit. Stones in the crate. I'm gonna put the lignite in there. We got plenty of lignite. Plenty of lignite. We're gonna be warm for ages. You want to build a statue? Yeah, well, there was talk of plans to build a proper. You trust the bushmeat? I don't know if it's worth smoking the bushmeat, if I'm real honest. Red meat we should smoke for sure, because that's very nutritious. Fishing lines don't give any of that? Yeah, the weirs do. That's what we caught them in the weirs. Which we have many of. Still no fish? Good. Good. This pleases me. Alright, so I think it's safe to say that the config file is working. And Spud, I think the issue really was just that the depletion rate was set too low and the repletion rate was set too high. So after the stream is over, I'm not even paying attention, we got about 40 minutes left. After the stream is over, I will tell you what, I'll tweak the values now. While I'm thinking of it. My numbers person can tell me whether this sounds reasonable. Survival. Alright, so I'm gonna set the depletion rate. Where is it? Okay, depletion rate I'm gonna set at 5. Repletion rate 1. And the weirs update minutes I'll set at 5. 5 minutes I think is reasonable. And I think I might do the same thing to the hooks. And also it's maybe not a bad thing if the update time is a little bit longer, because then people don't feel pressured to be constantly watching. I'll leave the catch percent at 3 and the escape percent at 15. They do need to be kept an eye on. And limb trot line catch, we're going to set at 1 without hooks. I'll leave it at 10 with bait. Or without bait, not without hooks. I'll leave it at 10 with bait. Bait stolen is at 7%. And with the update for that, what did I do for this one? 5. Those require more resources, so I'll set that to 3. I think that seems reasonable, yeah? And we'll test it, and we'll see how it goes. Baskets give gears, says Hex. I don't think we have any baskets. I don't think we had the resources to make baskets, generally. I need some more of that fish stew. Ooh, sun's coming up, kind of. We got a little bit of a dawn. I need some fish. Not very much for me. There we go. Got a little bit of sun. Not much. Tiny bit sun. It's only 6:30 in the morning. Kind of odd that we have any sun at all, if I'm honest. Now would be a good time to go out and try to hunt, I suppose. It's really cold out. Don't have many copper spears left, huh? Hunting for gold. I'm gonna just go out and see if I can find anything. That's the wrong door. I'll go out and see if it looks like somebody else is out here. Oh yeah, we can see now. Look at that. Also, I don't think we've seen any drifters, have we? There's rifts out here now. I think there should be a bucket somewhere, Sparrow. You can just right-click on water and then control-click to place the water somewhere, and it'll always put a full block down. Wonder if the spawn rate of animals is reduced This. Oh, deadfall traps. We have any Cthulhu enthusiasts that want baskets. Alright, you heard that, folks. Next in the chat is telling us we appear to have a primitive survival expert, which is very welcome. Apparently we need baskets as well as weirs to get all of the parts for the spooky stuff. And now we know. So I think probably we weren't having any animals spawn this close to our base because there's always people around. I think they need to have a certain distance from people. No cattails, but we can use cordage, right? Oops. Fish basket. Yeah, we can use cordage. In fact, you have to use cordage. Cordage and sticks. They don't use... we're not talking about the baskets like the inventory baskets. We're talking about the primitive survival fish baskets. Basket traps. Those are made with cordage and sticks. I should have brought something to make a fire, shouldn't I? But I didn't. In any case, there do not appear to be any animals out here at all. They may not spawn during the winter? We might have to go further. There was talk of building warming huts, was there not? Hasn't happened. I'm just gonna run. Normally I don't run to conserve my saturation, but I think at this point... Ooh, rift opening up. At this point, food is not the issue. Warmth is the issue. But too far here. So don't want to startle a bear, but sometimes a bear gets startled. What's she gonna do? I definitely saw like caribou and moose and stuff over in this area before, but I think they've all been hunted at this point. I need more to spawn in. I am getting cold now. Ow. Fall in, don't fall in, don't fall in. Yeah, I don't think we have any animals right now. We could try heading south. Hold on. That's a polar bear. Ollie, do you have any spears with you? Is it trapped? I think it's trapped. I think it's glitched in some water. Yep. Oh, this doesn't feel good. Careful, Holly. I wanna hit you. It's all mine. Also be careful, because if it's there might be water underneath it. That might be why it's stuck. Yay! Actually, there is no water here, at least not on the map. Butcher it up. Oh, I wasn't close enough. There we go. 14 fat. 4 hides. Holly, if you want to take the meat, my inventory is full. Deep snow. Yay! Alright, let's bring this stuff back. Huzzah! Watch out for, Oh, I need to test and see if the lakes will not break. The lake ice will not break when it's cold out. Properly cold out. Let's do that after we've run this stuff back. Obviously don't want to risk losing it. So yeah, anyone who's watching this, either on Twitch right now, who's not a part of the community, or watches it on YouTube later, as most of my viewers are watching on YouTube later. The goal is to make this a public event. Either we'll do an official event if Tyrone approves it, or if not, then it'll be just a public event that I host. I'm also fine with that. Hi, YouTube. Alright, 14 fat. Where are we putting this? Put the hides in the box. There's also 6 fat in this box. Alright, put it in this box. There's 20 lumps of fat in here now. And I am cold. There you go. Thanks for following it, Angelic Peb. Oh! Been sitting in this chair for too long. So we got half an hour left. Whew! Successful hunt. And it's still quite early. Got a bright day today. Go out and try and find more. I think I'll bring materials. Leave some of the spears here. I'll bring... Well, it looks like a ghost. That's not had in a week. It helps when they get stuck and they can't hurt you. Makes things a little easier. Got any... We've got dry grass somewhere. Quick. There's some. And... door. So I think I'll head south. Don't have a bridge across here. Giant lake. We've got like a forest down this way. And that whole area is more likely to have animals, I think. But we need warming huts along the way for people to warm up in. I'm gonna go... Wait, there was a thing I was gonna do to make myself useful, remember? Yeah, warming huts as in, like, little buildings that you can hide in so that you can go further without having to run back home. But... I have just remembered... There was another thing I wanted to do to make myself a little more useful. The description of that ice cold mod said that if the temperature is lower than... -20, the ice is hard enough that it shouldn't break. I want to test that. Put the door in there, so I got nothing on me. No harm will be done. Let me know if there's a new bear in the house. Alright. This right here, I'm walking out on the ice. Temperature is -33. Normally... Oh yeah, it's stable, folks. We're not falling through. So it looks like as long as it's cold enough, we don't have to worry about walking across frozen lakes. It's cold. But I'm not falling through. Awesome. Oh, it's not completely frozen over there, though. Warm back up. Good news, everyone! We needn't fear the ice when it's this cold. Although obviously, don't fall in the water. Yay! So that means we can head south and look for animals down there. Bring stuff to make igloos. It's a good plan. Can have some sort of satellite bases. This guy is so pretty. Wow, it's actually light out enough that we can't even see the aurora. A rare bright day in November. I think snow is going to be hard to find out there. This is a good point. We actually have more coal than firewood. Okay, that's broken too. The piles, more piles appears to be broken in this particular version. How the aurora looks when it's faded in the light. Alright, please don't make the proper 1.19 so brutal. So brutal? This is too easy. Obviously our main server will not be like this. But for a challenge server, it's still too easy actually. We're not dying enough. Oh, by the way. Still nothing in the weirs. Death has consequences, I'm not used to that. But there's not much of a consequence right now. You have the beds respawn mod on here, so you can set your spawn in the base. Not really much of anything happens when you die. Alright. So who was it? Was it Holly who wanted to come with me? There was a bear in the base because the base wasn't lit up. You silly gooses. Too many places for a bear to spawn. And it was taken down pretty quickly, I do seem to recall. You already gone south? Oh, okay. Let me grab some spears in case of danger. Knife. Alright. I'm a-coming. Hello! Alright. Still cold enough, we should be fine. So here's the lignite mine right there. It's so much closer than it seems when you're carefully going over a small bridge. These are baited. Okay. Alright, so going across this lake is probably not an option because there's too many holes in it. We probably shouldn't run because there could be animals out here. We haven't checked in this direction for a while. In fact, I think it's quite likely that there's animals out here. Oh, I meant to grab some blocks too, forgot. We should really bridge across here, because it won't always be safe to go over the lake. You have a lot of blocks? I mean, it's probably going to be like 50 blocks. I shouldn't even try to guess numbers. Maybe from right here, if you want to make a bridge straight across. Got enough. Careful you don't fall in the water. Oh my gosh. Please jump up on the bridge and... Oh, what did I do? Yeah. Jump up on the bridge and place it in front of you, please. My goodness. We want you safe. You should be able to just place it ahead of you, rather than having to sneak. There you go. Much easier. I'm helping everyone, see? I'm helping. Being very helpful. I wouldn't worry about picking up extra blobs. Please don't fall in the water, oh my goodness. I'm so worried. You're doing great. Great job, great work, keep it up. Doing excellent. This is more than 50 blocks, isn't it? I think I may have estimated a number wrong, which is so out of character for me. Are you out of blocks? We can get more. Oop. Look and make sure we're safe here. I don't see any animals at all. I had a shovel. Shovel would make this easier. I have not played Baldur's Gate 3. I don't generally buy the AAA games. The only one that I've bought in recent memory is Elden Ring, and I still haven't finished Elden Ring. No spoilers, I still managed somehow to avoid spoilers on that game. I've heard Baldur's Gate 3 is amazing, and there was somebody that I was thinking of asking to play with me, and then when I asked him, it turned out he was already playing with somebody else. And they did not have room for me, so I was like, alright, well, I already have too many games to play. So I'll probably just not get it for now. Maybe later when it gets cheaper and it goes on big sales and stuff. I know there's a few other people as well who, in our little community, who are waiting for it to be cheaper. And then maybe we'll have a group play. And we're getting cold now. Alright, hold on. We need to build a hut. Right? We could build a hut right here. Put a fire in it. Oh, I forgot the door as well. I made all those materials and then I forgot. Alright. I've got a fire here. I'm gonna get ice for the roof. See through it. Consider asking the Discord if anyone wants to regularly get together. Yeah, I think it's possible that people will be into it, but I think most people are currently having too many games to play and waiting for that one to be much cheaper. Which it will eventually be. Rather than trying to jump on it and play when it's brand new. I'm gonna grab some ice. Saw some up here. Is that normal for the music? Did the music do something scary? I didn't notice. I can't actually hear the music that well. It turned down pretty low. Yeah, it was the dang near ice. There it is. Oh gosh. Everything's fine, don't worry. Everything's fine. The music is lovely. I usually only have the music during streams, just so that the viewers can hear it. Oh, hey, Lake Knight. Alright. I'm gonna go stand by this fire while it's still going. I did not bring the tools to make more firewood, and I did not bring more fuel, so... It's going all wibbly-wobbly, was it? Normally, if I'm playing, either I'm recording for my 100 days video, in which case... to keep warm. I have to have the music off for editing purposes. It's not good to... Oh, no! What happened? How did you do this? You can't edit around music very easily. You're all frosty. Or if I'm playing and I'm not recording and I'm playing on my own, I have the music off and I usually have like a video playing or something else. Cold out there. Sure is. My body temperature is actually almost back to normal. A bit nippy. So I'm gonna put all... Oh no, that's right. These blocks can't be... Put these here. Alright, we got like 15 minutes before the sun sets, once your body temperature is back up to normal. You want to go try and hunt? Do you have any spears with you? Careful, careful. Come on out. I'm gonna close this back up. Alright, so there's one warming hut. Waypoint. I want to head towards our old base and just see what's over here. I don't have materials for any more fire, though. Once we start getting cold, I'm gonna have to sprint back to base. Or find flint and stuff and make new tools. I don't want to deal with all that, so... Amino? There's a hair right there. Yeah, I caught something. Ooh, not too bad. A fat, 2 red meat, and a small pelt. Oh, here's our original base. When, what was it? Me and Asturiel, I think? Still some basic materials here. Fire pits, there's some pine seeds. There's stuff to keep warm and whatnot. And yeah, there's trees around here. Still don't see any big animals. All of our starter gear. A little starter hut. Plenty of firewood in here. That's good. Ugh, but the sticks. Something is broken with the sticks, and I don't understand what or why. There we go. I actually don't need food right now. I'm good, thank you. I would imagine there would be... Oh, there's drifters over here. Drifters are coming out. Alright, I've got 15 minutes left in the stream. I'm not in the mood to fight drifters, so I think maybe it's time to head back. Apparently dark enough for drifters to come out. I don't want to deal with them. Let's head back over to our bridge. Thank you so much for your help bridging across. Getting all this stuff set up. Far over there it is. Fire's still going. So in case anyone missed it, we've got a warming hut right here. It's almost dead south, slightly west of our base, and we now have a bridge across this big lake here. It's possible to get there and to the original base without coming across the water. Huzzah! Rift activity is medium. Why I keep seeing so many rifts opening up? Go away, rifts. We don't like you. Just gonna veer this way a little bit, so I have some body temperature left. See if I see any animals. Probably not, I guess. Have to probably go a ways. You are an accomplished hunter. Bane of foxes. Yeah, I don't see anything big out here. Alright, I'm heading back. I'm heading back for today. Again, remind me after the stream is over to, Ow. What did I step on? Something gave me an ouchie. Alright. Sparrowhawk. I tripped the trap. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I could trip the traps. Hey, I learned something today, folks. The smoked meat is done. Oh, look how cool this looks. Primitive survival stuff is so well done. These will last for ages and ages and ages. Put them in the cellar, I guess. Is there a question, genuine question, is there a reason why this door is down a block? Is there any reason for that, or is it just kind of how it wound up being? We could build some stairs down or something. So don't eat the smoked stuff unless necessary. It seems unlikely that we're going to run out of food anytime soon. And we've got, oh my god, we've got so much food. Too easy. Easy game for babies. Needs to be made more difficult. Let's see, we got a basket now. I actually have not changed the stats on baskets. Those are still vanilla. I'm noticing a lack of fish in the weir traps, and it pleases me. No more free food for you all. In my day, we had to work for our fish. Didn't just swim up into a trap and into our bellies. Fish? Where? I didn't see it, sorry. I didn't mean to push it. Alright, well, apparently there is still a chance of fish. Put it in there. Eat a little bit of food. Oh no. Oh, alright. Time to wind down. I got 10 minutes left. I'm honestly not sure if there's anything else I want to actually do. I think I've tested everything I wanted to test today. It's on our to-do list. Smoking. We got smoking. More pelts and leather. We got a little bit. Hunting and panning. Well, we did some hunting. I haven't done any panning, but I think panning hut has been occupied. And yeah, it looks like we need... There we go. Fixed it. Pharaoh did much panning. Whoa, look at all this stuff. A lot of worms. Copper spearhead. Remember to check in here for panning stuff. This box out here was originally for panning stuff. Whoa, look how many pine seeds we have. Goodness gracious. You know what I'm noticing? There's two different types of large planks. I think these are the ones that you have to use to make crates. These ones are rotated differently, and I don't know why. Yeah. That'll be it. There's something wrong with that. Just gonna have to yell at the boss, man. Fix your game, dude. We have a plan for the linen fibers. Good question. I haven't actually been actively playing very much because I'm mostly just trying to torture you all. I mean, test things. Just trying to test things. But now that you can make the board out of out of pelts. Ooh. Oh my. Ugh. Everybody do a stretch if you haven't recently. Alright, I might actually just go ahead and end the stream. I'm getting very sleepy, and I don't think there's anything else I want to do. So, probably what I'll do is kick everyone off the server. Not just the second, but, soon. And we'll restart to get the different primitive survival. Sleepy Foxfire. I wish I could just go to bed, but the thing is, it's almost 10 p.m. and I definitely will not be asleep before 3 a.m. It's been really bad lately. I'm gonna try, but my expectations are set very, very, very low. Apparently one fish did show up. Holly found one fish. Well, probably it's not fished out yet. It's just that I've set the timer really, really slow. So I'll switch the timer back, but we'll have the 10% depletion rate. And we'll see how it goes. Last month, been going to bed at 8-ish. Oh, I wish that were me. Truly wish that were me. I have not been sleeping very much at all. No matter how early I try to go to bed, no matter what I try to sedate myself with, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and then I have to wake up a few hours later, so it's not been great. This camera is, the camera in the corner is pretty small there, but there's very large bags under my eyes. Oh, 8 a.m. That's a different variety of 8. Your schedule is completely reversed from the average person then. Alright, I think I'm gonna call the stream there. Still. Oh, when did Spud go offline? I don't even remember now. I vaguely remember that happening. Anyway, Holly and Sparrow, why don't you two log off? Let me check the console again. Let me check the files. Big. There, it's set the way we want it. So it's gonna be depletion rate of 5, repletion rate of 1. Weird Trap update minutes 5. And catch percent 3. So we'll see if this is more reasonable. So the last off-thread save was 4 minutes ago. So yeah, this is a good time. Sparrow, I'm gonna kick you off so that I can restart the server after the next. And meanwhile, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. So thanks everyone for watching. Join our Discord if you're interested in hanging out with us and more information and details and stuff. And hopefully this will be a public event soon. I just gotta talk to the boss and we gotta finish polishing it up. But fingers crossed. Log out. Come on now. Escape. Disconnect. And everyone watch the stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And that's the end. Bye.